I decided to explore Quizlet after reading some and seeing some of the other screencasts that were utilized in the class, and I've chosen this for a couple of reasons. One, I could use it directly for my group of, let's say, cosmetology students that are taking employment preparation, and I want them to search out terms or terminology or concepts that they could directly put on their resume or in their job search profile that will benefit them when stylists or salons are looking to hire new stylists. So I put together a class, created it here, named it, it's a list of terms and their definitions given from onetonline.org. This list, it's to help hairstylists build a better job portfolio matching up the correct industry terminology to what a hiring salon wants from a recent cosmetology program graduate. It's accessible to anyone. You can edit that, of course. You can go in here and edit the set. What it's done, does though is it takes the terms or the concepts and puts them into some different categories that you can utilize to study and use. Like some others mentioned, that it could be a great way for students to study on their own, or if they don't want to do study groups, this is a more independent way. The type here is such as a flashcard. So here's a flashcard. I click on flashcards and
visualization.
The term is said. Over here I could have both sides.
Visualization. The ability to imagine how something will look after it is moved around or when its parts are moved or rearranged.
Or I could just have the definition.
The ability to imagine how something will look after it is moved around or when its parts are moved or rearranged.
If you don't want the text to be spoken, you can turn this off. I'm sure and I know there are language capabilities as well. When setting it up, it has some language options for you. So those are some standard flashcards, but also could be used if I'm working with a group. Another idea I had was for my, let's say, a group of welders that some of them aren't spelling a couple of terms correctly, but they're going to be writing these down on work orders for managers or customers, so they could do a spelling check. And it'll speak the term, and you just type what they say. You can hit replay the audio,
Integrity.
and type it in.
Initiative.
And say you misspell a word. Let's say I go EVE.
Initiative. INITIATIVE. Initiative.
Then it spells it for you and asks you to
Initiative.
try again, and if you misspell it again,
Initiative.
you have to keep going. And if I'm kind of showing you some examples
Active listening.
that it will keep working with you until you've really got it. Another way you can use that I thought could be fun for students was scatter. Now, of course, it'd be better with more terms. Here again, I've only set up 4, but I take visualization and I run it over the ability, and that would make that go away. And there's tests and records, and students can compete against each other. So I thought Quizlet would be good. It'd be a good thing to use for students who are needing to focus on some more terms or concepts. I can create my own, or I can go into Quizlet and search for many of the different types out there. The beginning home page has a couple that were based off of, I guess it just wants to stay on my sets, but they were based off of French animal words. Again, there's a lot that you can go ahead here and search and look for different subjects if you don't think you have the time to build your own. Oh, it's worth exploring. Thanks. And thanks, Liz, for a great course.